Everybody. What's going on? Good morning. Brian's Crafty Creations in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, I dropped the kids off early and I'm still slightly late because I had to film a unboxing real quick. So that's why I am a little bit behind this morning. But nevertheless, we're still going to go forth and do great things. Good morning. Per usual, I am here on TikTok with the audio, and then on YouTube is the visual. We actually can see my screen as I go through and teach you how to create mock-ups, how to use them, and also why you need them, okay? And why they're important for those who craft to have mock-ups, okay? I know mock-ups can get a bad name. They can get a bad rep. Some people use them. Some people don't. I used to not use mock-ups until recently. Um, so I used to not use mock-ups. I thought they were like quote like cheating or whatever. But I actually think that it's super important to make sure that you actually do have mock-ups because they are so needed. They are so needed. So good morning, everyone. Thank you. Welcome to Power Hour. Yes. So per usual, on my screen, you can see my my computer. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So a few things that I use to create mockups is Canva. Canva does have a smart mockup section to where you can actually make images into mockups. It was one of the recent updates that they did on Canva. Sorry, y'all. Today's cup is sponsored by Julo Customs. I did an unboxing on this cup this morning. This is why I'm late doing an unboxing of this cup. But that video will be posted later on today. So I use Canva a lot for mockups. There's also a few another website that I use for mockups as well. So when I am creating a mockup, I use pretty much the same 3 or 4 Canva canvases. I use logo, presentation, Facebook post, and I use the t-shirt size. So those are the 4 that I mostly use a lot within Canva. Whenever I'm creating a mock-up, I tend to use either the Facebook post or I use the presentation when I'm creating mock-ups, okay? So let's go ahead and use presentation, which is the 16 by 9, well, 16 by 9 interval, which is like the YouTube banner. Listening but shopping at Dollar Tree. By any means necessary. It's all good. It's all good. So this is like usually like the YouTube banner is the 16 by 9 ratio size. So what we're going to do is now for right now, you can only really do mockups with things that are PNG, which means you have to create your design either in Canva or outside of Canva and then upload it into Canva. Okay. So we're going to just grab a general image here just for like a reference. So we'll snag this image right here. So this is the image we're going to be making a mock-up out of. Now, in order to create the mock-up within Canva, what you need to do is you're going to go to Edit Image. And mine's already right here because I recently just used it. But when you scroll down and you see Smart Mockups right there, okay, go to See All. They have a lot of like, these are like their top or their popular mockups right here in the front. But they have smartphone mockups. They have computer and laptop mockups. They have cards, like business card mockups. So if you want to see what your business card will look like before you print it, definitely use this feature. They also have frames and posters. They have canvases. They have clothing. They actually have people modeling a shirt that you can put your design on. And then they have just a plain t-shirt with no one wearing it, just a plain white background. They have hoodies, crew necks, long sleeve shirts. They also have mugs. And I think that's it. I've had Canva for over a year, but you have changed the game for me. I'm glad I can help with that. So let's say we want to put this on a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a mug. So I'm going to show you how to actually display all 3. Like if it's like a bundle deal, like a shirt, a hoodie, and a cup, or mug all together for a bundle deal for your website. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put it on the shirt first. I like to use the mock-ups when no one's wearing it. I like just plain, just a white background. I think it looks a lot better. That's just my opinion. I like doing that way. So this is the shirt we're gonna use. Now when you first upload your image and you put it onto your mock-up, you're gonna see that Canva is going to cover up the whole entire shirt. Now, excuse me. My allergies is crazy. Now, if you can print all over shirts, then by all means, fill the whole shirt up. I do not print all over shirts. So if you click it again, you see controls. When you go to crop, click on that and go down to custom. That way you can make it whatever size you want to. So you don't have to keep it on an all over shirt. You can adjust the size to whatever you think that you can print. Okay. You can also change the position, vertical and horizontal. Okay. And you also can change the color of the t-shirt in this section. Okay. So if you're not printing on a white shirt and you want to print it on a dark blue shirt, that's what that dark blue is nice. That's what it would look like. Okay. So let's make this a dark blue set. Okay. So that's done. You just click apply. Now, this feature is still rather new in Canva. So it does have some wonky features sometimes. These mock-ups, resize them a little bit at a time. Because if not, it'll glitch out and your image will be done. Okay, it's still a rather new feature. Canva's still kind of working on it, so cut them some slack. All right, there's a lot that goes into these updates. So that's one done. Now let's go ahead and do the other mock-up. We're gonna go back to uploads, upload the same image, do the same process. But now let's put this on a hoodie. And you can actually put this on an actual person if you want to. Like I said, I like using just blank, but no one wearing it. I think it just looks a lot better. I like the look of it. It's very clean. So that's why I use those. So we're going to scroll all the way down until we get to the hoodie option. Let's choose this one. Okay, we're going to make it the same color and everything. So they have a hoodie with the pocket and they have a hoodie without the pocket as well. I love your sweatshirt. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's change the position. Now, if you want to use the hoodie without the pocket, you absolutely can. And then we're going to go ahead and change the color to match the t-shirt. Okay, so boom, boom, done and done. All right, size it down just a little bit. And then we're going to alter it just like that. So now we have the t-shirt and we have the hoodie. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and open it one more time. And now we're going to do the mug. Now, unfortunately, Canva does not have Tumblr mock-ups right now. But I'm pretty sure it will be something that they will add in the near future. Because it's just very on my backdrops myself. So, we're going to go ahead and go to custom. You see how it's not showing up? It's still a little bit wonky. This is a semi-new feature to Canva. So, sometimes it acts right. Sometimes it don't. So, you have to be a little bit patient with it. That and it's been raining, and our internet has been acting a little bit crazy lately. So sometimes I have to do things repeatedly over and over. It's annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put this on a mug if it does it, because right now it's looking like it's not wanting to do it. It may not do it this morning. So let's refresh it. Good thing about Canva is Canva automatically saves your images. It saves your progress as you work on your design. So that's one good thing about Canva. As you work on your design, it automatically saves your progress. So let's try this again. If not, we'll have to use one with a background. I don't want to use one with a background, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not acting right. It's not acting right. All right, so let's take that off. So let's try one with the background and see what that does. I always have issues. Every time I try to go live, something always goes wrong. Always. Okay, so it's just that one that's not acting right this morning. So let's put it on this one. Same thing, you can customize the fit of how big you want it to be on your cup. Okay, so let's shrink it down just a little bit. And we're going to keep this mug white. Okay, and hit apply. Okay, so that's done. So we have this mug done. We're going to pull in the sides a little bit. So we have our mock-ups done. We have the shirt, we have the hoodie, and now we have the mug. So this is just for those that are doing a combo deal. This is how you would set this up. Okay. Now you can adjust the size. Like I said, adjust the size in little increments as possible, because sometimes the images glitch out and they kind of snap back to their original form. Okay. So now from this, you can go into your elements and you can add your own background, which I tend to do quite often. So I like to do like white wood, hardwood backgrounds. You can pick whatever background you want. You can do a certain color, but I just think that the white wood just looks a lot better. It looks a lot more cleaner. And that's why I use a lot of white wood backgrounds. Okay, so let's choose that one. That looks really, really nice. I love the way that looks. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So now you can go in and you can add your text, whatever you want it to say. You can be like this month's bundle deal, or bundle your custom creations, or anything you want to add to this to make it just look a lot better. Okay. So we're going to type in new, since this is the new feature for your website. Okay. And we're going to put it behind everything. And we're going to kind of center it a little bit. And I'm going to put this towards the back. But we're going to try to match with the colors that's already in here. And the good thing about Canva is whatever image you put on your canvas, it will automatically pull the colors from that canvas to keep your design cohesive with each other. You upload them to your Shopify store. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now let's see, what color do we want to make this? I think we want to make it just the navy blue like we've been doing, but that's going to blend in a little bit too much. So let's try gray maybe. We might have to do black. Yep, so I make mock-ups to add to my website. Absolutely. Okay. You can put it behind the image. If you want to put it in front of the image and make it smaller, you absolutely can. Okay. So let's bring it back to the front, because now we can't really see what it looks like. And we're going to make it a little bit smaller. And we're going to put it in this little corner over here. Or you can put it right here in the middle. You can kind of rearrange your items here a little bit to make it so you can actually see this right here. Yep, so I make mock-ups for my website all the time. They're a good way to showcase your inventory without making your inventory. So if your inventory is very limited and you want to show off what you can do without actually making it, mock-ups are definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. You need mock-ups. If you are a crafter, you need to use them in your website, okay? It's going to help you save money and still show off what you can do. Good morning. And now from here, you can add your different elements and things like that. So you can add different effects if you want to make it kind of shadowed or neon or whatever you want to do. You can do that from there. Okay. And then you can go on and add more text if you want to. Let's just type in bundle deals. So you can type in bundle deals. Whoops. You can add it right there, and then you can also change the color of the font. Let's just make it blue, or let's make it gold or brown or whatever you want to make it. Okay. So bundle deals. So there's a lot of different things you can do. We're going to change the background color to black. There's that. So you can take that and you can add it to your website. It's just that easy. Okay. Now, when you're doing your disclaimer, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it's not gonna be true to size, it may not come out like that. So this is what you will put in your disclaimer. So when you put your disclaimer, you put for demonstrational purposes only. Okay, sizing may not be the same. Okay, because you're just demonstrating what their custom design would look like on a shirt, a hoodie, and a mug all together. So it's just to give them an idea of what their image would look like as a bundle deal on a shirt, a hoodie, and a mug. Okay. It's not saying that it's going to look exactly like that. but it's just giving people an idea of the possibility of what it could look like. So that's why it's very important to use smart mockups, because you get to save money. Because I used to make shirts. I made a new shirt almost every day, and I wore a size large shirts. I always put it on large. But then I would look up and I have no more large shirts because I put all my designs on these shirts, and then I would post it on Facebook to sell and would sell none. So now I went through my inventory with nothing in return. So now I wasted money without making money back in the end. So that's why it's important to use mockups. You can take your mockup, post on social media. If people are interested, you can make it as it's ordered. Okay? So it saves you time and also saves you money. Okay? So that's one way to make mockups. I make them in Canva, and you can download them and then you can upload them to your website, and make sure you put the disclaimer. This is just for demonstrational purposes only. You get inventory from Shopify too. Inventory as far as what? Shirts? No, I don't get my shirts from Shopify. Shopify does not sell anything to you other than like hardware for point of service. But if you want to buy product, they have a couple apps that you can like do drop shipping. But I don't drop ship. I actually buy my shirts from a different website. Okay. All right. So that's one way you can do mockups. Super easy, right? There's a lot of different directions you can go. I can get real super fancy with it, but I'm not going to, because it's just for demonstrational purposes on how to create them in Canva. Okay. And I think in order to use the smart mockups, you have to have a Canva Pro account. Okay. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So that is one way you can create mockups. So it's super, super, super easy. Okay. And it's very effective for your business. Anybody have any questions? Anybody else have any questions before we move on to the next website that I use for mockups? Speak now or forever hold your peace. So this is the next website that I use. I use smartmockups.com. Now, this is what you have to pay for monthly. This is a monthly subscription that I pay for, but it's called Smart Mockups. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Okay. Now, you can upload or implement, or you can actually combine or connect Smart Mockups with Canva. They talk to each other. So if you create designs in Canva that you want to go ahead and drop into Smart Mockups without actually going to the website, you absolutely can do that. Okay. Let me show you how. So when you go to your design right here, let me delete that page. When you go to share, you click on more, you scroll down, you see more options. Smart Mockups is right there. So I can take that and I can save it to my Smart Mockups account. Okay. Now, mind you, I wouldn't save the actual t-shirt and everything. I would save my image to be able to be used on Smart Mockups. So it's been saved. So I go over to Smart Mockups, and whenever I want to put it on, I can now pull up that design and I can put it on something. Okay. Let's say you want to put it on a laptop because you want to demonstrate your website with that new bundle deal, right? So we're going to do upload from, you see Canva. You can upload from Canva. And now that I just dropped it into my Canva account with Smart Mockups, the image is right here. So now I can take this image and you can actually resize it to fit your screen. And it does give you a preview right over here. You can actually see what it will look like. Okay. So you can hit crop and continue. And now you can do a mock-up of your website with this bundle deal. So there's a lot of different things you can do. I have to go, but I really want to stay. It's okay. It will be on my YouTube channel when this is over with. You're good. Okay. So now you can demonstrate your website showing this if you wanted to. So that's why mockups are so important. That's why they're so popular right now, because there's so many different things you can do with these smart mockups. Okay. And I actually had a friend, a crafting friend, actually show me about smart mockups. I had no clue about smart mockups until she told me about it during one of our sessions that we usually do on Sundays. We craft together. So now you can download, and you also can download into medium resolution, high resolution, or super high resolution, whatever your computer can handle. So now you can download it. You can use it for social media marketing on Facebook, Instagram. You can put it to your Shopify. It doesn't matter. Okay? It's just that simple. They do have a free version of Smart Mockups, but you're not open to use as many of the images that I am because I pay for it monthly. Okay? You also can crop it too. So these are the different types of crop presets they have. And you can also add your own preset. Now, one of the good things about Smart Mockups, look at all the mockups that they have. They have a bunch. So technology, they have it there. They have prints, they have branding, books, brochures, posters, iPhone cases, stickers. They have packaging for cosmetics, food, beverages, supplements, bags, and boxes. So if you do custom bags and custom boxes for packaging, you can display, excuse me, you can display that right here with Smart Mockups. Okay? Or if a company you're going through is asking for an example of how you want your box to look, you can use Smart Mockups to give that person an idea on how to print your box. So there's so many different things you can do with this. It's endless what you can do. Okay? Apparel, sweatshirts, t-shirts, tank top, toddlers, masks, accessories, and sportswear. Then you have home and living. You have mugs, pillows, candles, and other. You can put a mock-up to balloons on here. So for those that are candle makers, this is how you can showcase your new candle coming out for the spring and summer collection. Then they have seasonal. They have New Year's, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Halloween, Christmas, Mother's Day, and Children's Day. Okay? So they have a lot of different mock-ups according to the season. So, excuse me, when you have a Christmas collection coming out for certain things, you can use the Christmas seasonal mock-ups to showcase for every season. Okay? Good morning, good morning. Okay? So they have a lot of different things. I use home and living a lot. They have a lot more mug mock-ups. Now, you can create your own custom mock-up. But you see this one right here? That mock-up is actually already in Canva. So Canva and Smart Mockups communicate a lot. And these are royalty-free images, which means you can use them on your website. Okay? Thank you for the follow. They have a lot more mock-ups. So these are all the seasonal. They have spring, summer, Christmas, everything. And different types of mugs also. Okay? So you can use it for vinyl. You can use it for PNG. It's so many things you can do with it. Okay? And they have ceramic mugs, enamel mugs. They also have glass mugs too. So they have a lot of different options you can choose from to create your mock-up with. Okay? It's all there. Now, if you click on custom, you can customize your own mock-ups. Okay? I created these mock-ups myself for my website. Okay? You can create your own. So whatever you create, you have to go through and you can actually pinpoint what you want to create a mock-up. It is kind of difficult to make smart mock-ups by hand, but it's actually not too bad. So I wanted a cosmetic bottle, so I went and grabbed one from Google. I'm not selling the image. I'm using it on my website. So I went ahead and grabbed it from there. I put my mock-up, I actually stretched this out and created a mock-up to be able to use for my website. It's just that simple. Okay? So those are the two websites that I use for mock-ups. And they're very, 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 very important. Okay? They have flat lays, all that. They have so much stuff you can do. Now, let's say I want to have an image and I want to see it on multiple different things at one time. You can actually do that. So when you go to a certain thing, you can upload your image. Let's just use this one. Let's use the one we've been using. So when I upload my image into a certain category, it will automatically put it on every single mock-up in that category. So therefore I can look and see how it's going to look before I even click on it. Okay. So you see I uploaded my design and it puts that same design on every single mock-up in this category. Okay. So now I can look and see how it's going to look. Thank you for the follows, finger heart. Thank you so much. I can look and see what it looks like, and I can make a selection from there. So therefore, I don't pick this one, put on there, oh, I don't like that one. Pick this one, oh, I don't like that one. You can actually see what your design is going to look like before you even click on the image. Thank you for the follow. So, super easy. Okay? So therefore, you can stay ahead of the game when it comes to seasonal things. Like I said, we have Juneteenth coming up. You can do Juneteenth mock-ups. And then after that, we have Father's Day coming up. You can do Father's Day mock-ups. And of course, summertime, 4th of July is coming up. You can do 4th of July. So, I always say create mock-ups and advertise for different holidays and events a couple months in advance. If you want to go ahead and work on Christmas projects, by all means, work on Christmas, because before we know it, it'll be here. Okay? So you should already have in mind what you want to do for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas now. So when that time comes to advertise for it, you can go ahead and advertise for it. Just I forgot I had to switch. Yeah. So you can go ahead and advertise for those seasons. Probably by the end of July, early August, you can go ahead and start advertising for Thanksgiving and Halloween. Okay? When you get to about October time, you can go ahead and advertise for Christmas. Okay? So it just makes it so much easier. So you can see all your images on those designs. Okay? Do you have a video about how much inventory to purchase per mockup? This is where I'm stuck. So the thing with Smart Mockups is you don't have to buy any inventory. So what Smart Mockups is doing is it's putting it on a virtual or a digital t-shirt for you. So you don't have to go out and buy hundreds of shirts to have them pre-made if you don't want to. So mockups are there to replace buying a bunch of inventory. That way, if you want to make it if you want to make your items to order, you can. So you don't have to go and buy a bunch of inventory if you don't want to. Like right now, I don't have a lot of shirts because I ran out. So I use mockups a lot, and then I just make it to order. Okay? Does that make any sense? And these mockups are free to use. Okay? They have TV screens, multiple devices. They have a whole bunch of stuff. And it still kept my image. So no matter what you click on, it will automatically put my image I chose and uploaded on those type of mockups. So branding, you see how it automatically puts it on there. And they have a lot of great mockups. These look awesome. Okay? They look so good. I love using this website. It's one of my favorites. Okay? Any other questions? In what? In Canva or in Smart Mockups? The website is smartmockups.com. So smartmockups.com is the website. I use that, and I also use Canva for mockups. Okay. Now also in Canva. Okay, let me go back to Canva. In Canva, they also have a lot of flat layers you can use to create your own mockups if you don't want to do it for you. So you go to Elements and type in flat lay, and it pops up with so many flat lays. Let's do shirt flat lay. So you see separate that word. So you see they have the white shirt, they have a black shirt. They have a lot of different flat lays you can use for clothing or for shirts. So they already have the blank t-shirts already in here. It's just a smart mockup feature. This is the smart mockup feature automatically puts it onto the shirt for you. But they have a lot of different mockups. Okay. So they also have the ones with the background already missing. So they have a lot of mockups. So if you go to Elements and type in mockups, a lot of things pop up. Okay, they have mugs, canvases, computer screens, hats, You can do a mock-up on a hat, all that type of good stuff. Okay? Super easy. All right, so let's go ahead and do it on a shirt. Let me demonstrate that one more time. So let me demonstrate how to do it on a shirt that's not a mock-up that's in Canva first. So here's a shirt right here. Let's change the background color just for visual purposes. So this is a shirt. Here's my image. I can upload my image. And I can actually size it myself to go onto the shirt. Boom. Mock-up created just that fast. Okay. Now, if you actually want to have Canva themselves create the mock-up for you, click on your image. It has to be in PNG. Okay. It has to be a PNG image. Click on edit image. Go to smart mockups. You're going to choose the mock-up you want to use. Let's use one with someone actually wearing the shirt. Okay. Before you click apply, click on see controls, which is the 3 lines with the circles. Click on that. You're going to see crop. Click on fill and go to custom. Now you can adjust the size of the image for your mockup. Okay. Just that simple. And you also can change the color of the shirt from Canva as well as you can on smartmockups.com. Okay. Click apply. And then that's it. Okay. That's how you adjust the size on there. It's just that simple. Like I said, you got to make it bigger little by little because sometimes it does glitch out because it's a new feature for the website. So it's still working out some kinks. Don't just go and blow it up real fast because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to stay. Okay. So there's your mock-up. Just that easy. Super simple, right? Okay. Excuse me. Anybody else have any more questions? What paper do you recommend to print the transfers for a t-shirt? It depends on what technique you're using. Are you using eco solvent? I'm also going to show you a tumbler mock-up too here in a second. Okay, so this is, we're gonna get ready to do a tumbler mock-up real quick. I purchased this image from Etsy, from an Etsy creator. Let me get the image. Let me get the creator real quick because I know you guys are gonna ask me for it. I create on Canva and have a heat press machine. I do also, but how are you printing your transfers? Are you doing DTF? Or are you doing eco solvent? Which method are you talking about for your paper? Let me go to Tumblr Mockups so I can find it. I don't know. I just print from my Epson printer. Not sure. What type of ink are you using, though, sis? Like, you got to be a little bit more specific so I can help you out. I mean, what type of printer do you have? I mean, is it printable vinyl? Is it eco solvent ink? Sublimation ink? Regular inkjet? Help a sister out. You also can create your own mock-ups in Photoshop. If you have Photoshop, they do have a smart image feature that you can use to create your own smart mock-ups. Okay, so there's multiple ways you can create mock-ups. Well, I'm waiting for her to answer that question to figure out how I can help her. We're going to go ahead and scroll through. So there's a lot of different Tumblr mockups here on Etsy that you can choose from. Okay. And it has to be a smart image. You cannot go and grab a regular picture of a Tumblr from Google and try to make it a smart image. It doesn't work like that, because the smart image is a certain type of image that has the background cut out of it. So you can't just go grab a random image from Google and try to make it a smart mockup. It doesn't work like that. It don't work like that, okay? So, but Etsy has a lot of them. So go check that out on Etsy. What printer can be converted with EcoSolvent ink? I have the Epson 15,000. I chose the Epson 15,000 because it can print 13 by 19 and it does not have cartridges. You literally just put the ink right here in the front from bottles. So I chose that because it's easier to convert. Other than that, I'm not quite sure what else can be converted. Okay, let's do a tumbler. So now for tumbler mockups, they're a little bit different. It's a few more steps. I bought this tumbler mockup from Etsy. I also have a pen. So for inkjet Eco Tank, you can use just regular printable HTV. You can get it off Amazon. You can use it, even Walmart has them. Just make sure you get it for either light shirts or dark shirts. But I don't use regular inkjet ink for my transfer because I have EcoSolvent. So I really don't know a lot about which paper to use. All I know is you have to use a printable HTV vinyl that's compatible with inkjet ink. Okay, and I know that over time the inkjet ink will not last as long on transfers because of the ink is not really suitable for that type of print or application. Okay, so I have a epoxy pen mock-up also, and I have a tumbler mock-up. Okay, so you can tell it's a smart image because of a few different things. So when you order something, or if you try to go on Google and get a picture of a tumbler, this is why it's not going to work. So you see how it looks like it's white, but when you change the background color, it automatically takes on that color of the tumbler. So, okay, that's what I have now. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yep, it does fade and crack a lot quicker than getting EcoSolvent. EcoSolvent ink is a little bit different than regular inkjet ink. So EcoSolvent ink is water-based, which means it's waterproof and it's scratch resistant. So it lasts longer. Okay, so you see how it takes on the background color. This is a smart image. This is why you can't go on Google and snatch an image of a tumbler and use it for your mock-up. It's not going to work like that. It has to be an image that has the background knocked out of it. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to change it back to white. And I'm going to show you how I do my tumbler mock-ups. Now, some people say it's extra. This is what I like to do. So I do it this way. Okay. So let's use this one as an example. This is a recent tumbler design that I made in Canva. You're going to take your transparency down so we can see the tumbler behind your image. Okay. You're going to resize it. Now, when you put your image in here, do not adjust the size of your smart mockup because it's not going to work the way it's supposed to. So you're going to resize it to fit the top and the bottom of the tumbler. Okay, this is where overlap is wanted. You want it to slightly be overlapped when you're creating your tumbler mockup. So you're going to duplicate it 2 more times and stack them right on top of each other evenly. Okay, so once, twice. Okay, now the first one, you're going to pull this right slider all the way over. Overlap is slightly invited. Take this second layer, move it to the middle. You're going to pull in both sides of the image. Okay. For this last one, you're going to pull it all the way over, overlap it slightly, and then you're going to pull it all the way from the left over there. You see how Canva automatically adjusts my spacing for me? This is a new feature they just added to Canva. So they added more spacing so you can design your images more evenly. It automatically snapped it into the same position as the other two to keep my spacing perfectly aligned. Okay. Now you're going to take your transparency back up to 100%. So put it back up. Okay. Now you're going to right click on the actual mock-up itself and bring it to the front. You see how it automatically took on that shape of the tumblers and it curved the image so it's not so boxy. Now you want to group it all together. So you're going to highlight everything together. You should have 4 images or 4 elements selected. You should have the background. You should have each part of the tumbler. You're going to group it together. Click on group. Now you're able to resize it the way you want to. Okay? Boom. Just like that. Center it. Done. Okay? This is supposed to give you an idea of what the tumbler actually looks like when you are looking at straight on from one side and then from the other side. If you want to see my screen, go to my YouTube channel. Okay? So that allows you to see what the tumbler is going to look like in a 180 or 360 degrees. So go to my YouTube channel so you can see my screen. So they do have mockups that have 4, which you can actually implement and make like a back image, but that's a little bit too technical for me. Anybody got time for that? Okay. So if you want to spice this mockup up just a little bit more, you can actually add the image back in just so you can have a demonstration or a demo of what the image looks like, not on a tumbler. And you can put it right there in the corner. So therefore they can see the whole design while it's flat. You're welcome. And then you can go and see it while it's on a tumbler mockup. Okay. And for those who missed it earlier, it will be automatically posted to my YouTube channel as soon as the live stream is over. Okay. You can always go back and watch it. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay. So that's how you do a tumbler mockup. Now, if you create images in Canva and you want to sell them as a digital design, you can do that, but there's a way you have to do it. Okay. You can't just go make a PNG design, download it, and sell it on your website. You can't do that. That's illegal. Okay. You will get in trouble for that. You can get sued for that. Okay. So you have to make sure you download it. You make it a template because you have to bring the customer back to Canva to download the image. Okay. So I used a few Canva Pro elements in here. So as your disclaimer, put for Canva Pro members only, or recommended for Canva Pro members only. Okay. And then you can put, if you do not have Canva Pro, you will have to pay for the additional elements used in this image. Okay. So that's why it's important to make some Canva Pro images and make some Canva free version images. Okay. Because you have to make it into a template. You cannot just make the PNG file, download it, and upload it to your website to sell it. You cannot do that. I must have missed how to make images. You can always go back, sis. We're not making any images today. These are already things pre-made. Okay? So, now, what you have to do is you have to create a link to this design. So, on my website, you'll see a lot of these tumbler mockups like this. And I actually implement a link to be able to use this template. So use this template. Okay. I have it down here in the corner, and then I duplicate it again and say, like, thank you for your purchase. So click that, click duplicate, take it to the top, and we're going to put, thank you for your purchase. Okay. All right. Now you have to click on this and you have to add a link to this design. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, and make sure when you are creating a link for people to come back to this image, do not have any other canvas on that design but that one. Because if you made 10 designs in that canvas, guess what? When they have that link, they will have access to all 10 of those designs. Okay. So make sure when you're making your designs, you make them on their own individual canvas. Because if you make 5 designs on one canvas, they will have access to all those designs for free. We don't want to do that. Okay. So make sure that you create your images on separate canvases. So when you go to make your templates for purchase and for download for digital designs, they only have access just to that one design. Okay. So we have this. We're going to go back out to home. We're going to go back to the original image where I created that PNG design, which is a little ways down. I think it's right here. I think it's somewhere in here. Nope, it's not. I got to find it. Because it's been a while since I made this. And I got a lot of designs on here. So I got to find it. That's why it's important to have folders in your Canva account for this right here. So let's go to search. Let's go to my projects. Woo. What was the name of that? Look, I don't forgot it. Mercy. She is fearfully wonderfully made. Okay. Let's go back here. No, what did I do my design? Where'd it go? Let me find it real quick, y'all. Oh, you're okay, Bryant. It might actually be in one of these. Nope, not on that one. Let's look and see. We gotta find it first, y'all. Should have been way more prepared than this, but y'all know how my live streams be going. I am queen of the random. Okay, not in there either. Because also when you bring them to the template, they can actually customize, add a name. They can change your design completely. And a good thing about that is it will not interrupt with your original design, because Canva will actually download a copy of them to use for their template. Okay, so you don't have to worry about people changing your original design, because it will be a copy. Let's get rid of some of these. I'm trying to find this design, y'all. I don't remember where it's at. I think it's a little ways down. I created it quite a few weeks ago, and I made a lot of other things since then. But I'm trying to find this. I got a lot of stuff in here. But I feel like it's not that far down, though. I don't know what I did with it. I feel like it's really on one of these unnamed designs. Oh, Lordy. I gotta do better. I gotta do better. I really feel like it's in one of these unnamed designs. If not, we'll redo something else. Okay, let's redo something else real quick. Because I don't have time to be looking for it. I'm already running out of time. Alright, so let's make a copy of this one. Make a copy. Go in here. And we're going to delete, delete, delete. So let's make a smart mock-up of just this one. I gotta download it first as the PNG though. Give me a second, y'all. My bad. I'm slacking. Anybody have any questions while I get this set up? To show you how to make templates real quick. Okay, it's done. So we're gonna go ahead and make a copy. I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm not even gonna demonstrate. I'm just gonna make it real fast. Now this one is a repeating design, so I'm not going to I'm not going to break it into 3 individual, because it's a repeating design. So there's nothing different about this image. It's all the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to make it transparent design. There's nothing different about it. Okay, bring it to front. We're going to connect the thing together. Group. Let's make it bigger. Okay. So, and then have it on here again. Shrink it down. All right, so that's done. Take our text, put it on here. So thank you for your purchase. Put it towards the top. You can make it bigger, smaller, however you want to do. Then we're going to make a copy, duplicate, bring it down here. Thank you for the follow. And we're going to go to use this template. Okay, right here. So that's that. Make the font a little bit bigger. You can change the font, make it scripty, make it cute, whatever you want to do. It's strictly up to you. Okay. Now, you see how I have both of these on here together? We would make a copy of this. Oh, you're okay. We will make a copy of this, because here's the thing. And a lot of people, they actually implement the mock-up already in their purchases, which is fine. So when you go to share, you see template link. Click on, this is the template link. Anyone with this link can use the design as a template. Sign is required. Excuse me. But you won't know who has made copies of the design. So hit that copy. Go here. Click on the link. And you're going to go here. You're going to paste it. And that's done. Okay? Now, the only thing wrong with that is they will now have access to the mock-up and access to the actual image itself, okay? Which if you don't mind that, then no big deal. But if you were to have 4 or 5 different designs on this canvas, guess what? They now have free access to all your designs on that canvas. That's why it's important when you're making a design for sublimation, make them on individual canvases, okay? Don't put them all on the same canvas, okay? Make them on separate. Now, when you go to download this, do not download it as a PNG. You have to download it as a PDF, because PDF will give your customers an opportunity to click on the link to go to the template, okay? So you got to download as a PDF. Go to download, suggest it, go down to PDF. Either PDF print or PDF, okay? Doesn't matter which one. So we're going to download it as a PDF form. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you go to open it up. Okay. Now you can either get the link from up here, or you can get the link from the template link. I use the template link. I think it looks a lot cleaner, a lot more professional. I like the way it looks, but you can go either way. Okay. So we're going to open this. And then we're going to go to the PDF we just downloaded. We're going to open it. So when the customers download the image, or they purchase the image, this is what's going to pop up. Oh, it popped up both of them. So this is why you have to go back and make this on separate. This is just for demonstration purposes. See this link right here? When you click on it, it's going to automatically take them to Canva. A template was created by Stephanie Hall, was shared with you. Start designing now. It's going to make a copy of your original design for them to customize. So your original design will not be altered in any way. Okay? That's why it's important to make sure you download the template link. Because if you just use the link in the top of the bar, when they make changes to that design, it makes changes to yours too. Okay? So make sure you always grab the template link. Okay? Now you can go use template. When they click on use template, you see how it says copy? It's going to make a copy of it. Okay? So if they want to just get the images already there and download it, they can. If they want to make changes to it, they can make changes to it. Okay? Does that make any sense? But just make sure you take this image out. We already made a copy of it, so I could have deleted it out and did it from that way, because I already have a copy of that design somewhere else. So make sure, a couple things to keep in mind. Make all your designs on separate canvases. Make sure you use the template link so your design doesn't get altered. And you have to bring the customer back to Canva in order to legally sell digital designs for PNG and sublimation and things of that nature, okay? You cannot make a design in Canva, download the PNG, and sell it on your website as a PNG already made. You cannot do that, okay? You have to bring them back to Canva to download. If they have Canva Pro, they can download for free. If they do not, they have to pay for any additional Canva Pro images you use to create that image, okay? Make sure you put a disclaimer on your website, okay? Recommended for Canva Pro users only. If you do not have Canva Pro, you will have to pay for additional images used to create this image when you go to download it, okay? Be honest. So therefore, when they download it and they're like, oh, I have to pay for it, that lets me know you didn't read the description bar, because it's there. Okay, I put in all capitals with asterisks. So therefore, when people download it, they know when I purchase it from you, I may have to purchase more. I may have to purchase more things with it in order to use it. Okay. Always be honest with your customers. But they purchase from Shopify inventory. Okay. What's up with the inventory? So when you create inventory, it's how much you have of it. Now it's a digital design, so there's no physical things being shipped to you. So digital designs, I put it as 100 for inventory, but I always click on continue selling when sold out. Okay? No, they actually download. So when I have an app on my Shopify store that allows people to download digital images or download digital downloads. So when you make a purchase of a digital download on my website, it will automatically send you a link through your email to download the image, or you can download it straight after you click on after you pay for it, straight from the Shopify website. Okay? Sis is stuck on inventory. She is the queen of inventory today. It's all good. Okay. So I set an inventory just to see how many times it's selling, but it's not necessary to have an inventory because it's a digital download. It's nothing physical. Okay. So you'll never run out of the design. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? We only have a couple more minutes left before this power hour is over. Okay. Any other questions? Just period in general about anything I talked about, whether it's about mock-ups or not. Now I do have one-on-one sessions you can book for Canva 101. It's an hour-long session. You can book those from my website as well if you need a little bit more help in Canva or creating mock-ups or anything like that. Okay. So I have all that. Oh, was it not recording my screen all this time? Seriously? What is going on with this screen? Can y'all see my screen on YouTube? It's acting crazy. So I might have to redo this session again. Okay, yes. Get it, because I was told you had to connect inventory to my store. Only if it's a physical product, you have to have inventory, yes. If it's a physical product, yes, you have to have some type of inventory for people to check out. So hopefully you guys were able to actually see my screen because it's looking kind of crazy. I think you guys were. I think only because I minimized it, you couldn't see. I don't know why I was doing that. I don't know how long my screen was gone during this live stream. So I may have to re-record it. Because I don't know how long the screen was gone. So I may have to re-record this. Unfortunately. Which sucks. Which sucks. So I may have to re-record it. Not very long. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit tricky. I'm still figuring out this program. So, but as long as the majority of the stuff was seen, then we're good. We're good to go. Maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so not very long. So, but I will go through and probably do another, just a Canva tutorial on like an evening live, just to kind of teach people how to make templates a little bit more in depth, because I know I had to fly by real quickly, for the live stream and things like that. So I can see it. Yeah, I can see it now because I had to fix it. But I saw a question that popped up on YouTube. I don't remember. Yes, needed all this info. You can always go back and rewatch it again too, because I'm putting it onto my YouTube right when this live is over. It's going to automatically post my YouTube channel, so you can always go back and watch it as many times as you want to. Cindy is on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see what I'm doing, it's on my YouTube. If you want to hear me, I'm right here on TikTok. Okay. Now, just to give you an update for Power Hour, I will not be live on Memorial Day morning, but we will be live Memorial Day evening because my husband will be teaching. We're having a live class on how to take care of your electronics. So we will not be having a Power Hour on Memorial Day morning, but we will be live that evening at 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. She said, I'm on your YouTube. The screen should be visible. The screen should be visible on my YouTube. It should be on there. Let me go through and look real quick. If not, then I have to redo. I'll make a recording and put it up. She said, yes, it's up. Okay. All right. Oop, wrong one. Wrong one. I see others. I don't know what's going on with your YouTube, Cindy, because everyone else can see it.